Amishi, your question is, as a role model, how would you respond if a major sponsor of the pageant supported something morally controversial? Would you speak out and how?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Amishi Kaushik, your Miss Universe Haryana. If a sponsor supported something that was controversial, I would like to bring it to their notice that I'm not in support of it, because my morals and my principles is what truly reflects the strength of my character. And if I want to speak up about it when the time is right, then I'm truly not living up to my title as a queen. Therefore, even though they're in a very important position, I would still choose to follow my opinion. Thank you.
Well, that was fantastic. And now I would request Nirupama to please pick your chit. Well, your question says, beauty pageants are sometimes criticized for reinforcing traditional beauty standards. How would you redefine the purpose of such competitions in modern India?
A very good evening to Jesus and everyone present here tonight. People often took beauty pageant as for someone who have good figure, for someone who have good face, or for the gowns we wore and the makeup. But it's way more bigger than that. It's a platform for sharing the voice for the voiceless. Let's take a deep moment for all my 47 co-contestants from different states, bringing up different advocacy for the state, for the nation, and for globally, for a betterment of our society. I was a victim of multiple cyber harassment for speaking up for women, for children, and for peace. But today, in front of all these beautiful people around me, I stood in front of you with turning every pain into power to inspire generations to come. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nirupama. Moving on to Rouge. Rouge, your question is, if you won Miss Universe India and were asked to promote a cause you personally disagree with, how would you handle that situation?
Good evening, one and all. If I were to, can I please
I'll read out the question once again. If you won Miss Universe India and were asked to promote a cause you personally disagree with, how would you handle the situation?
I personally completely agree when we talk about the LGBTQ community that they do have rights to go through the body changes, because it's all about what we are born with, but then also we have a choice to live by about what we like and how we want to live our life as. And I would not agree anybody to not change themselves just because they want to be happy. In life, we all want to truly feel accepted about our real self. And definitely, I would promote the LGBTQ community to come forward and go through the physiological changes that they really want to go ahead with to have a smoother and acceptable life. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rouge. I would now request Mehak to please pick your question. Your question is, with AI and automation replacing jobs, How can India ensure that women in the workforce are not left behind? What skills would you emphasize?
Thank you for the question. I believe that AI is one of humanity's greatest inventions. And I know in today's day and age, we often fear that going ahead, it might take our jobs. But I believe that that should not be the case. AI should be used to empower human creativity and not replace human artistry. AI should be with us and not against us. And I think that it is a tool that we can use to promote human creativity instead of derate it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mehak. Moving on to Tanya now. Please pick your question. Tanya, your question is, climate change affects everyone, but policies often hurt low-income workers the most. How would you propose a solution that balances environmental protection and economic fairness?
Thank you. I believe that climate change is not a tomorrow problem, it's a now problem. The world is not dying, we are killing it every day with the choices we make. And the solution for this is to take every step with mindfulness and compassion and kindness towards our world. And I believe that when we do that and when we help the world, we're not just saving the climate and the world, we're saving each other. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tanya. And now I would request Monica to pick her question. Well, your question is, if you had to choose between advocating for women's education or immediate economic aid for impoverished families, which one would you prioritize and why? How would you address the counter-arguments? I would repeat it for you. If you had to choose between advocating for women's education or immediate economic aid for impoverished families, which one would you prioritize and why? How would you address the counter-arguments?
Two sides of the coin. One side, where we have seen that women have been deprived of basic rights such as education for as long as we could remember. And on the other side, we see the result of it, the impoverished families. It's about this that the 50% of our population has been deprived of the basic amenity that could change their life. And if I have to, I would choose the option of women's education. I would advocate for it because it would not just change the life of one person, it would change the entire strata of future of this country, of this world. While both are important, it's about taking actions that can help in the long run. Thank you very much.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we conclude the question and answer round of our top 6. Ladies, please smile for the cameras because you are the top 6. And please put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for our top 6. Their fates are being decided on that selection committee's table. Numbers are being tallied. Our judges are really having a hard time.